Hi guys, it's me, Susan, and today is day 36 of the Cancer Club. Jolie is here. You'll probably see her sticking her head in and out during our talk tonight. Hopefully she won't chew up any more of my... she likes footwear, so if you leave it around, she enjoys kidnapping it and taking it hostage into the other room. And she doesn't usually destroy stuff, but my rubber sandals she did get carried away with the other night. My report for today is that I'm feeling much better. I was already starting to feel better last night, I think I told you. My hair turned out pretty good today. So I told you in an earlier deal, that used to be my daily prayer when I was in middle school and high school too, I think. I hope my hair looks all right tomorrow. Basically everyone's been saying, I don't know what you're worried about with your hair, it looks fine. So I'm going to stop whining about it because I'm really going to need your support in a couple of weeks when it really does start falling out. So I'm going to shut up about it now and just wait for that day to come instead of wearing out all my sympathy before it gets here. I did have some people tell me today that they thought I would look cool in scarves around my head, so we'll see. There's a words with friend person coming through. There may be some more. I stupidly sent off a lot of words just before I started this. But I'm happy to report that I am kicking butt, so to speak, of my friend Dina in New York, who has humiliated me numerous times in Words with Friends, and I'm happy to say after I got a little coaching from my friend Ed, I have been able to turn the tables on her and got her on the run now. Eat your heart out, Dina. Hopefully I will maintain my dominance over you, although I doubt it. But anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good. I woke up this morning feeling almost normal, took Jolie for a walk. I've got this cold hanging on that's been going on for quite some time. My nose is running and stuff like that. But as far as the nausea and the fatigue that I felt over the weekend, there she is again. It seems much better. I did take some anti-nausea medicine last night. You know, I was telling someone today that when I was getting my chemo unhooked on Friday, the lady in the next cubicle over from me was apparently getting her first orientation towards chemo. And, you know, bless her heart, the nurse that was giving her the information was trying to be helpful, but there was so much of it. It was just boom, 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 one thing after another. You have to remember this, and you have to do this, and this could happen, and if this happens, do that. And the poor woman was just saying, okay, okay, okay. And I knew she wouldn't remember any of it. I knew she was overwhelmed. I don't know if they gave her, I'm sure they gave her some written literature to help with that. But I was just thinking, you know, I think they should have a buddy system where when you get diagnosed with cancer, you get put in touch with someone who has had or has your same kind of cancer, but is farther along the path than you, to help you with a little guidance and to help you with that feeling like, yeah, I've been there and, you know, may happen to you, it didn't happen to me, or whatever. I just think that would be so, I felt for this woman how confused she must be and how, you know, wanting to do all the right things, but just you can't retain that kind of information while you're in the middle of this kind of shock of, she was like, so how many hours am I going to, she was apparently going to do infusion rather than the fanny pack like I had. How many hours will I have to be there, you know, to get the chemo? And she was trying to add it in her head, the things the nurse was saying, and she was like, so it'll be like an hour? The nurse was, no, I'd say probably it'll end up being closer to 2.5 hours. And the lady's like, okay. You know, it's just, I just feel for people. I feel like I'm an old veteran already now that I've been through some of this. And I'm just going to give some feedback to the chemo center about my observations. They can do with it, obviously, what they will. But I certainly would volunteer. I know that's what some of the cancer forums are like, where you get, you know, you ask questions and you get answers from more seasoned veterans of the very things that you're going through. I would like to offer that to some people as well, now that I'm a seasoned veteran. The only other thing I was going to share with you today was something I noticed this morning when I was getting ready to take my shower. Oh, much less hair in the drain, by the way, still quite a bit, but it's diminishing. Oops, I said I wasn't going to talk about hair anymore. What I noticed, though, is this mentality that I have that maybe some of you share. The towels that I use for my shower are old. And it's just me and Jolie here. It's not like anybody's checking or going to see them. Obviously, if I had a guest, I would give them pretty towels. But the time really has come, as there's like strings hanging off the edge, you know, and all the binding is all ripping. I'm like, this is about the time these towels get turned into, you know, shop towels or, you know, junk towels, rag towels. And I had some very nice towels that hadn't been used. They're were decorative, kind of. I mean, they were there for my husband, but he hadn't used them before he died, and they've just been kind of hanging there. So I moved those over to my side. They were beautiful, beautiful color, perfect, never used. And I thought, you know, it was difficult. It was like, I shouldn't use these. I should save them or something. And it wasn't, I was thinking more about it. It wasn't like I didn't deserve nice towels. It kind of felt like wasteful almost. And I was thinking, where did that come from? And I realized both my parents were, they were teenagers during the Depression. And especially my dad really incorporated that idea of minimize what you use for yourself. Always save things. They taught me to always eat everything on my plate. Don't waste food. Don't waste things. We used to tease him. We would give him like a new shirt, and he would never wear it. You know, we joked around that he'd, you know, wear it maybe to his funeral or something. And when he did die, were tons of brand new things that he had never worn. And I think I incorporated some of that. I don't really think it's that I'm not good enough. It's just like it's indulgent or something. I should be frugal. I should be. It made me feel this morning when I got out of the shower and used these beautiful towels. I felt like I was in a classy hotel or something. You know, I'm like, why? That is pretty weird. I think that, you know, it's not like they were expensive towels. They were from Target, for heaven's sake. But they were just nice and perfect. And somehow I felt like, I guess I'm supposed to be using the crummy towels until, I don't know, until they shred up in my hands or something. I don't know when you get to cross over to starting on a set of nice towels. But I just thought it was something that, I know some people can't relate to that at all, but I know a lot of people who can. It's like, if it's for me, that's okay. I can do without. You have the nice thing. Let me do the thing for you. Let me give you. I'll eat the burnt piece of toast, you know, and you have the nice piece. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think it can become compulsive sometimes. You don't even notice it, to a point where you just automatically don't let yourself have nice things for some reason. And so that was my little. See, I think about crap like this all the time. That's why I love talking to you guys, because I get to have a little thought in the morning or while I'm walking the dog or something. Then I actually get to share it with somebody at the end of the day. It feels like a real special, juicy treat that I get to do. And any of you still hanging in there with me, I really, really do appreciate it. I've got my diehard commenters, Debbie, Kristen, and Grant, and there's a few others as well. But those are the diehards that show up just about every day. Tom has added his opinions. I really appreciate that. And I know I get a lot of emails from people who can't or won't leave comments on YouTube, and it just makes me very, very happy. And I'm especially happy if any of what I'm doing here, or any of this whole experience, it makes you smile every now and then, or makes you recognize something that you feel too, and you feel a little kinship with me or with all the other people that are watching and relating. Okay, so that's, I was going to be short tonight, but I'm not again. So I'm going to stop now and say thanks again for watching and for listening. I look forward to talking to you all every night, and we'll do so again tomorrow night on day 37. And in the meantime, please remember to live well, laugh often, and love much. And I'll be happy to see you tomorrow on the Cancer Club. And good night now.